We are playing a game of Monopoly. A game of what? Why Monopoly? Because look, one of the biggest problems that people make when they tackle business is that they play business like they play other parts of their lives. So it's almost like, you walk into a Monopoly board, and I want you to consider that if Monopoly is the game, at the end of the Monopoly game, I come up to you and I will ask you if I'm the banker, and I'll say, what do you have? Assets and money, yes or no? They're all assets, yes? So we're going to have to add up your properties and what they're worth. So it's money indirectly, yes? Just say you say to me, listen, I haven't got any properties nor any money, but I've got a really good personality. Can you win the game? How about if you come to the game and you say, yeah, but I've got enough letters to do a double word score. Will you win the game? Because that's a different game, isn't it? It's a Scrabble game. And I'll put it out there that if you haven't reached success or you haven't made a success of yourself, you've been going to the game with the wrong rules. You've been walking in indirectly with Scrabble pieces into a Monopoly game. And the rules are already made. And there are models to every single business out there. And I will go through many of them today and tomorrow. And for many of you, particularly if it's your first time, you will walk out of here going, holy shit, I've been playing this game wrong. And if that's the case, be happy, not sad. Because it just means you probably got further learnings that will change you tomorrow as compared to yesterday. You see, there's only one rule that wins the game of business. Would you like to know what it is? Yes or no? As much money in as little time. As much money in as little time. As much what? Money. In as little time. That's it. That's the only thing that'll win. And you will see over this weekend how that simple rule gets broken again and again. If I gave you a foolproof way of making more money, would you do whatever you needed to do to make it happen? Yes or no? So if I gave you a simple way to make more money this financial year, you would do it, yes? Anyone not do it? Put up your hand. Legal, etc., yeah? If it was legal, ethical, would you do it? Yes or no? Let's see how true that is. Because you see, the more I get in front of over 30,000 entrepreneurs per year, probably, I don't know whether anyone else gets in front of that many, but I would definitely be in the top 3 of getting in front of entrepreneurs. So I know generally the mindset, generally the behavior, generally the actions, generally the good habits, the bad habits that entrepreneurs undertake. And I can tell you one thing that I've learned. The older I get, the less I pay attention to what people say. The more I pay attention to what they do. Isn't that funny? And I want you to do the same. Because there are some key indicators that will make you successful or not successful, particularly when you're dealing with clients. I need you to start getting to know your clients, your potential clients, so you can start reading through the words and start seeing who they really are and how they're really turning up. Does this make sense? Success equals the following, by the way, and I want you to remember this formula as if your life depends on it, because in business it does. Success equals value plus communication. Value plus communication. Value plus communication. Most people, unfortunately, don't know what the word value actually means. Oh, no, I know what it means. Okay. Well, I want you to throw away that meaning that you had, and I want you to adopt my meaning, because if you adopt my meaning, it'll probably make you money, and the meaning that you currently got is probably making you the money you're currently making. Does that make sense? Remember, just get rid of everything you've got, and at the end of the weekend, you can grab it back. Pretty fun game, yeah? You watch how you won't get it back, because very few people, once they learn what differences these nuances make, they never get back what's not working for them. Value. What is value? I want to describe value in a nutshell. Value in a nutshell is the following. Is the only way that you ever make money is by giving value to your clients. So what does value actually mean? There are 2 ways to add value. Number 1, solving a problem for a client. And number 2, adding a benefit. They're the only ways, by the way. So if you've got another meaning of value, throw it away. That's not the right definition. Solving a problem, adding a benefit. That's it. Here's the secret. If I was to, and I'm going to give you an example of this. Would you agree that if I gave you $1,000, I would be giving you a benefit? Yes or no? Okay, so let's just say for argument's sake, I want to pretend. We're going to what? So I've got $1,000 and I said, listen, give me $100 and we'll exchange my 1,000 for your 100. If you'd be cool with making that transaction, say aye. Because I'm giving you a benefit of how much? 1,000. You're giving me money of how much? Pretty good deal, yeah? Just say I said to you, okay, great. Come back tomorrow and we'll do that transaction again. Would you come back tomorrow, yes or no? And I said, actually come back every day. Would you come back every day, yes or no? And I said, oh, look, you know what? I've got so much of it. Let's do this. Bring back your friends, your family, bring them back and I'll give them 1,000 for 100. Would you bring them back, yes or no? And then I'd tell them, bring whoever you want as well. Would they bring more people, yes or no? And 1 becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8, becomes full rooms Anywhere in the world we go, I use the same methodology as what I'm going to teach you how to use here. It's called discounting money, or it's called the value matrix. What it basically means is the following: that if I give you a benefit that far exceeds what you pay for that benefit in monetizable terms, there's no doubt in the world that you will transact. Does this make sense? Yes or no? And if I deliver on that benefit, if I tell you that's going to be 1,000 to 100 and I over deliver on it, and then they've given you 2,000, I go, oh, look, here's 2,000 instead of 1,000, you will not only transact with me, but you will start building a relationship with me. Yes or no? And then I will have you a client for life. Yes or no? That's how I've built every business. And I'm going to show you how to do exactly the same in your business. And that's how it should feel, by the way, being an owner of a business. It shouldn't feel like you're cutting your prices. It shouldn't feel like you're price competing. It shouldn't feel anything like that. It should always feel like you're giving so much value to somebody that they're only paying you a proportion of the value you're giving. Or you're solving a problem of equal magnitude for this much. That's why most people struggle with giving invoices and receiving money and telling clients to take action. Does that make sense? They don't know how to, number one, articulate it, and they've never really worked out what type of value they're giving their client, because when you know that, you can't stop promoting it. I actually have to stop myself promoting my advanced programs. That's why I specifically say 10% of the weekend will be promoting. Does that make sense? That's why. Because from my point of view, I know how much value I give. I know the differences in lives that I make. And I need you to feel exactly the same way about your particular product or service. Because until you do, you will not be successful, because you are the best advertisement for your business.